Good morning and welcome, Naples ESL and Immokalee ESL. My name is Leisha Clensaris. I'm the director of the ESL program here at Hodges University. And so that we may begin your ceremony, I'm going to invite Dr. Jeanette Brock, Executive Vice President of Academic Affairs, to the podium.
Good morning and happy holidays. This is a great season for you to be able to celebrate your successes that you've achieved this past semester. You should all be very proud of your accomplishments. Learning English is not an easy feat, but because you have done that, you will be more successful in our society. So I applaud you for that. We're going to have a ceremony to celebrate your success. So again, welcome and congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Brock. At each ESL graduation ceremony, we ask an active member and leader of our community to share this day of recognition for your achievements in completing your English course successfully. Today, we have invited Dr. Aishagul Timur, Professor and Chair of Business and Public Administration Programs at Hodges University, to join us and to speak to you. Since 2000, Dr. Timur has been a professor in the Johnson School of Business. Her areas of specialization include business policy, organizational development, quality control, statistics for strategic planning, health and pharmaceuticals pricing, and international economics. For her distinguished teaching and scholarly work, Dr. Timur has received various awards from Hodges University, including Professor of the Year in 2005, the Dean's Research Award in 2007, and the Dean's Community University Service Award in 2008. In 2009, Dr. Timur was recognized by the Lee County community when she was named one of 5 finalists for the Women in Business Apex Awards. This honor was followed by the Community Research Collaboration Award in 2011 by the Greater Naples Chamber of Commerce. In June of this year, Hodges University was named Collier County Business of the Month by the Collier County Commission in recognition of Dr. Timur and her team's contribution to research on Collier County. Dr. Timur is a member of the Sigma Beta Delta and Beta Gamma Sigma International Honor Societies, the Southern Economic Association, the International Health Economics Association, the American Society of Health Economists, and the Naples Council on World Affairs. She's also a board member of the Clute Institute, Leadership Collier Foundation, and the SCORE Leadership Council. A holder of bachelor, master, and doctoral degrees in business administration and economics, Dr. Timur has published articles in academic journals and presented in both international and national conferences. And despite all of these far-reaching accomplishments, Dr. Timur is a down-to-earth, inspirational, and approachable leader. She's a friend whom we're so lucky to have here at Hodges University. President McMahon, Dr. Brock, guests, ESL faculty, and students, please welcome Dr. Aishagul Timur to the podium.
Good morning. This is such a wonderful moment. I want to use my first moment to say congratulations. Congratulations from bottom of my heart. You know I mean it because I know how hard it is to get this certificate today, whatever the level you are in. This is a big step. This is a big accomplishment. Congratulations. This is a big day for you, but also this is a big day for me. This is like deja vu. The reason is that I could never imagine 14 years ago being on this side of the room. You know that I was an ESL student at Hodges University 14 years ago. I was in this room getting my certificate. I still keep it. Sometimes I look at my certificate, because it shows my dedication. I started like you, and like many of you, I did not know much English. Oh, maybe I am exaggerating. I knew some. I knew hi, hello, how are you, and bye. That was it. But I was very fortunate to come to Hodges University, formerly known International College, and study English. It was only for a term, for 15 weeks, but I worked very hard. So I know what you go through. I know the challenges. I know the difficulty. But I can tell you that this is a wonderful journey. Definitely, this is so wonderful. I still enjoy every moment, every day, because I live with it. So this is a lifelong journey. Don't ever assume that you're done when you get your certificate, because you're gonna learn English every day, because I still do. I still learn from everybody every day when I listen to the radio, when I listen to the TV, or when I talk to my students, or when I talk to the community leaders. I still sometimes ask some clarification. I still sometimes say, "What do you mean?" So it's okay, because they know that this is not easy. This is a lifelong journey. So, knowing that, today what I want to talk about is the challenges that we all go through. If even English is your second language or third language, maybe fourth, but learning a new language is not easy. So that's what we're going to talk about today, and I'm going to share with you my own story, my experience, and sometimes I'm going to give you some tips that may help you a little bit. Well, what I want to say is that some people may think, learning a language is like you're learning the grammar, the rules and the structure, and you learn the words and vocabulary, and then you put them together to form a language, right? Does it work that way? No, I wish it could. It doesn't work that way. You know it, and I know it. So one thing is that this process, learning a new language, requires a lot of work, right? Well, you cannot learn the language thinking that one day it's going to happen. It doesn't work that way. So it's not a miracle. When I moved to the United States 14 years ago, I had my goal, like you do. So my goal was to learn the English. I didn't think that I was going to totally move to the United States. I came here as a student. So temporarily, I was going to stay. I finished my undergraduate in business and my MBA, Master of Business Administration, at one of the largest universities in Europe, University of Istanbul, Turkey, where I come from. And here, I wanted to finish my doctoral degree, PhD. That was my goal. But, of course, without knowing English, you can't do that. So when I signed up for the program, the ESL program here, I knew that it wasn't going to be easy, but it required a lot of work. Do you know that I studied at least a minimum of 10 hours a day at the beginning? Because you know it, you have to study many different aspects of the language. So I was studying. The first month was horrible. So because even I was didn't want to talk to anybody, because sometimes I was did not understand what they were saying, or I couldn't put anything together. The second month, I started studying the grammar and the words and the little sentences together, so it started getting easy. But by that time, I never answered any phone at home. I was so worried about it, so it was keep ringing, and I wasn't even responding any phone calls. You had that experience, right? I know it. So the third month, I started, putting certain sentences together, but the problem was that this was the only place I could speak English. So I didn't have much friends because I was a newcomer to the United States. So guess what I was doing? I was going to Publix. And then in the aisles, I was trying to talk to people. I was asking them where the things were. So try to have conversations. But then, as you know, we have a very friendly community here, especially at Hodges. So I started talking to other people. I was hanging around a lot at the computer lab. So I was trying to talk to people to make meaningful sentences, and I was asking people to correct me. Then, for my last month, I started writing. But I was writing at least 3 essays a day. Because if you do not dedicate yourself to learn the language, it doesn't happen. So I encourage you to speak and practice all the time, but at the same time, you have to practice your writing skills. Writing is very important, and it comes at the end. So it is very important that you practice your writing skills. Learning a language takes time. Be patient. Don't be frustrated, but I know that there are times that it's so hard to put things together, but it will come. Just be patient. Never forget about your goal. It is very important. But one thing is that we get into our busy lives. Your moms and dads and the family members, you have a lot of responsibilities. It's easy to put the English aside and go back to your daily routine. Don't do that. Always have time to study English. You have to formally study English. It is very, very important. So, carry your books everywhere. Everywhere you have a chance, you need to look at your books, and you have to listen, and you have to engage with the material. I know that our director of the ESL department provides so many materials to you. Each one of them has a value. Each one of them has a purpose. So utilize those materials. Do you know that I still keep my books from 14 years ago? They're still in my office. And I brought my grammar book with me today. So it's a kind of lifelong journey, you know that, and you have to remember it. Learning a second language comes in a number of ways. Because, yes, you learn the language, but at the same time, you discover the customs and the traditions of a different culture. That's very important. Again, that's why learning a language is complex. You're not only learning the language, but you are also experiencing the culture and the customs of that country. So pay attention and enjoy learning all these aspects. Everybody knows me as a person that I celebrate every possible holiday. So there are certain things that I learned in this country, and I ask my friends how to celebrate those holidays. So it is very important that you really blend yourself into the culture. So it is important that you also learn the spoken language. So I have a lot of stories to tell you, but one of them that I always remember. One time, again, in the ESL program 14 years ago, I studied very late. I wrote 3 essays, I finished my grammar homework, and I took a test because by that time I was also getting ready to take the TOEFL test. You know that you need that test to go to a higher level. So for my doctoral program, I needed to pass that test. So I studied very late, and in the morning, I went to class, I gave my homework to my teacher, and she looked at me and she said, "Oh, I think you burned the midnight oil." And I looked at her, I said, "I didn't burn anything. I didn't burn any oil. I didn't do anything." And she started laughing so hard. And then she said, "Oh, let me explain it to you. I used an idiom that it says you studied late last night. You worked hard last night." So I said, "Okay, that's wonderful." And then I started paying attention to those phrases and idioms that, oh my God, they need my attention, because it's not just putting the words together. It took me for a while to understand what people mean by saying, "What's up?" It was like so hard. What do you mean, what's up? I don't know what is up. So, but then once you are in the culture, once you engage with the conversations, that's part of my today, everyday language. Now I know what it means. I always tell my kids, "What's up?" So now I know what it means, but at the beginning, it was very hard. It is also hard to recognize the spoken language. Some people talk very fast. Some people really eat the words. You don't know what they are saying sometimes, even for the natives. So be patient and don't afraid of asking, "What do you mean? What did you say? Can you spell it?" So every time you learn a new word. So I used to, maybe until a couple years ago, I carried a notebook with me. And when people said a new word to me, I was writing and I was spelling. So it is very important that you learn from the daily conversations. Practice listening. I suggest you to watch TV all the time in English and listen to the radio. It is very, very important that the daily things have a lot of impact on your conversations. Okay, the last thing I want to say about the challenges is that there are some days that I speak very fluently, but there are some days that I am still so frustrated. I know what I want to say, but those words do not come to my mind. There are days that you're tired. And, it is because when you have two languages in your mind, sometimes it is hard to switch back and forth, right? You have that experience, but please be motivated. Be eager about learning the language and never, ever get frustrated. It is very important that you have the positive attitude to learn this language. So again, still, in 14 years, there are times that I am frustrated. There are times that when I write things together, they don't make sense. I read them next day and I'm saying, "Oh my God, what I was trying to say, even I don't know. It doesn't make any sense." So it happens. Especially when it comes to writing, give yourself a lot of time. So write once, go back next hour, look at it again, edit again, next day, look one more time. You know what I mean, because every time you're going to find one error. I always ask people around me to review everything that I write, because sometimes it's easy to miss a word. Then the meaning of the sentence is totally gone. So pay attention to those things. But what I want to say is that my attitude for learning the language is always, number one, make English as part of your everyday life. Do not ignore it. So it lives with you. So practice all the time, listen to the TV, listen to the music, talk to people, but make it as part of your everyday life. Well, my family, my husband is also from Turkey. So we speak Turkish at home. But recently, because of the kids, we're forced to speak more in English. In the office, I always, of course, by default, speak in English. But it is very good when you do that because every day it improves more and more. So that is very important that you make the English as part of your daily life. The second one is that study the words. Never forget about that. It is very important that vocabulary is very important. Many years I carried my dictionary with me. Right now, thanks to the technology, I don't have to carry it, with the iPhones, iPads, all kinds of cell phones that capable of looking at the words. But it is very important. Do not ignore that. I don't need to know that word. Doesn't work that way. Every word makes a big difference. Well, one thing that I want to mention is that according to the scientists, a person who is learning a second language must develop the ability to pick up the words, to pick up the various sounds of unfamiliar words, understand and interpret them, which has shown to improve thinking skills. By the time that you are switching back and forth between 2 or 3 languages, your thinking skills improve. So it means you're doing something very good for your personal development. Another important thing is that learn always the proper pronunciation of words. I'm still working on it. That never ends. I think that is the hardest part of the process because sometimes it's easier for me to spell the word instead of saying it. But over time, you learn a lot of tricks and you learn a lot of tactics from your friends, from your professional people around you. So it is very important that you really pay attention to that. And it's not because I am in higher education, it's not because I'm in academia. Please try to write correctly. Your grammar is very, very important. Even though you know the words, if you cannot put them in a right structure, they don't make any sense. So the grammar is very important. What I brought today is that what I call, it's my Bible. Oops. This is Grammar Counts. I carry this one in my bag, my bag that I carry back and forth to the campus from my home. So it's in there, thanks to our Executive Vice President of Academic Affairs, because she encourages all of us to write correctly. So she sent us, emails all the time. It's a kind of routine thing for the university. And I printed each one of them and put them in a folder, and I study them. Sometimes when I write things, especially academic writing, I open page by page this book to write correctly. So it is very important. It doesn't come to you so quickly. So it is very important that you learn the correct grammar. Here is my last thing to you. Be patient about making mistakes and taking risk. It's okay to make mistakes. There will be, again, we talked about that. There will be some days that it's going to be very hard to put certain sentences together. That's okay. I make mistakes, but I always ask somebody to correct my mistakes. And they know it, that this is a lifelong journey. So, sometimes we laugh because sometimes my accent is so bad that nobody understands what I'm trying to say. And they say, is this what you mean? I said, yes, thank you. And it is very important that you really practice and take risks. That's okay. Take that risk, say it, practice it. That's very important. Ladies and gentlemen, learning a new language is not easy. It's very difficult time to time, and I know that you feel it. But it's a lot of fun because, you are learning a new culture, new aspects, new things. But you have to approach it right. Please have the positive attitude. When sometimes people correct you, don't get nervous, don't get angry, it's okay. And over time, people will appreciate what you are trying to do to speak the language correctly. But have this positive attitude and sometimes even laugh for your own mistakes. It's okay. Practice, practice, practice. Then absolutely you will succeed. It's very important. I have news for you. You think that you're getting your certificate today, at least you're done one part of it? No, you're not. It never ends. It will continue. It will continue almost forever. But again, it is very important that you're celebrating a beginning of a new journey today, that you have one more step to learn the language efficiently and effectively. Again, congratulations to all of you. This is a wonderful accomplishment. Thank you.
Thank you, Aisha. Lots of information, lots of good advice. Okay, we will begin with our certificate ceremony. Let's start with the Immokalee campus. Babi Eraus. Babi? Right here, hon. Level 1, right? Okay. Raquel Resendis. Raquel. Oh, sorry. That was level 1, right? Okay, that was level 1. Level 2 students? Caroline Devaliste. Caroline? Samantha Cledanor Joseph. Samantha? Jackson Jean. Jackson? Sandra Falero Cruz. Sandra? Gloria Aguirre. Gloria? Still level 2? Catalina Barajas. Catalina? Manuel Peralta. Manuel? Level 2 students, congratulations. Level 3 students? Nadia Nelson. Nadia? Michela Corguelas. Michela? Leticia Villegas. Leticia? Good. Luis Gutierrez. Luis? Ailey Alvarez. Ailey. Is that everybody from Immokalee? Congratulations, everybody. Thanks for making the long drive. Okay, let's start with the Naples campus, please. Level 1 students, if you could line up here on the left. Diosvani Martin. Diosvani. Mateo Tomás Pedro, Mateo. Nicholson Andre, Nicholson. Davidson Vidama, Davidson. Juniel Padron, Juniel. Oops, sorry. Yelena Almenares, Yelena. Dorian Ravelo, Dorian. Oh, I like those shirts. They look good. Taimi Nunez Martinez, Taimi. Digna Rodriguez Guerra, Digna. Daimi Gongora, Daimi. Maria Lopez Baena, Maria. Maria Victoria Lopez. Adriana Marulanda, Adriana. Peritza de la Cruz, Peritza. Amarilis Suarez, Amarilis. Angélica Hurtado de Marti, Angélica. Lisandra Matos, Lisandra. Level 1, congratulations. Sometimes the most difficult thing is getting started, right? Good luck in level 2. Level 2 students, intermediate students, can you line up please from Naples, level 2? Jose Bedoya, Jose. Dennis Colina, Dennis. David Alvarez Nadiojin, David. Oslai Becerra, Oslai. Mercedes Roy, Mercedes. Adriana Gil Di Rivero. Adriana, sorry. Niramon Wharton, Niramon. Save that, Sonmes, save that. Cassandra Moeses, Cassandra. Alejandro Mayorga Davila, Alejandro. Milko del Castillo, Milko. Elsa Reyes Riveros, Elsa. Jennifer Perez Miranda, Jennifer. Judispel Perez Paluja, Judispel. Shh, quiet down, folks. Patricia Romero, Patricia. Ivanil Alvarez, Ivanil. Nelly Chavez, Nelly. Maria Mesa, Maria. Ana Rios. Ana. Jamilet Paget. Jamilet. Hi. Yvonne Jean Boyan. Yvonne. Giovanna Fernandez. Giovanna. Magdalene Borrero. Magdalene. Rosemary Mendoza. Rosemary. Madeledis Lopez León. Madeledis. Sorry. Oneli Macias. Oneli. Marian Perez Marrero. Marian. Thank you. Sulevi Avila Martinez. Sulevi. Eliana Andrade. Eliana. Vicenta Hernández. Vicenta. Danira Pérez Barroso. Danira. Carolina Incape Herrera. Carolina. Ooh, your names are making me hot. Okay. Lilian Moncada Sanabria de Romero. Lilian. Carmen Sales Cavero. Carmen. Reynaldo Rivero Martinez. Reynaldo. Christian Besaga. Christian. Oh, that was a big noisy group, huh? Level 2? Congratulations. Level 3, Naples. Can you come up quietly? Let's see. Susana Trujillo Montes. Susana. Okay. Oops, sorry. Ziyi Young. Ziyi. Vanessa Rivero. Vanessa. Miriam Mentes Castro. Miriam. Lydia Martin. Lydia. Asiel Rodriguez. Asiel. Fernelli Matita. Fernelli. Doris Jimena. Doris. Leodanis Hernandez. Leodanis. David Aquino Ortiz. David. Oh, you can have this. Rosa Acosta. Rosa. Yuinja Feng. Yuinja. I know you. Zaida Uber. Zaida. Manuel Evia. Manuel. Petrica Sotiri. Petrica. William Torres Carbonell. William. Dr. William. Jacqueline Waitaya. Jacqueline. Jackie. Arletis Perez Hernandez. Arletis. Stingle. Angela Stingle. Angela. Jennifer Mackay. Okay. Looks like Mackey. Jennifer Mackey. Mackay. Adriana Diaz. Adriana. Hello. Joelkis Noble. Joelkis. Hello. Junshua Fang. Junshua. Carlos Restrepo. Carlos. I know you guys. Abel Planas. Abel. And David Gutierrez. David. Awesome. You guys are great. And last but certainly not least, level 4. Level 4 students. Oh, you're always late to class. You're going to be late up here, right? Okay, level 4. Estefania Gonzalez. Estefania. Yeah. Stephanie Golding. Stephanie. Jin Hyung Kim. Ellen Smith. Ellen. Last but not least, Thomas Rim. Thomas. Thank you. Level 4 students, congratulations. Congratulations to you all. Wonderful. At this time, I'm going to ask the professors to join me here on stage. We are going to recognize one of your classmates from each of your classes, a model student, and award them with a certificate. So, professors, could you join me, please? Okay, and we'll begin with Immokalee campus. Introduce yourselves and your level.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jesus Hernandez, and I teach in Immokalee, but I've been everywhere around, so you might have seen me here in Naples. Also, I've been in Fort Myers this year, and I'm here to present the best student for level 1 in Immokalee. We don't have different levels. It's just one level 1. And by the way, Happy New Year and Merry Christmas to everybody. And this particular student that I have the honor today, because it's an honor for me. Like, it's an honor to be in Immokalee, a teacher. Not because you bring me gifts, right? Like he said yesterday. But I mean, she just came to this country 4 years ago. And I've been like every day on time, never missed a class, and great scores on her test, even 100 in writing. It's my honor to present this certificate to Raquel Resendez. Please come here.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you. I'm Arthur Boyer, and I've been with the ESL program for almost 4 years now, and I celebrate every single day of it, and it's so great. And going back to that great speech from my former professor, Dr. Ashigo, I have to confess to level 2 today. My grammar students, okay, grammar is not easy. Okay, for 15 weeks, I lied to you. So I want to confess. Okay, it's not easy, but it's fun. Yeah. All right, just keep enjoying it. And this certificate is going to one of the best. In Immaculate, we have all the best, but we have the best of the best. So, so level 2 in Immaculate has decided to pick the student who showed commitment, dedication, and also she was always there to help her friends. And I didn't have to be around. She helped them out in class. Even sometimes at break time, she'd take them out to explain everything again in Spanish. They can do it in class, but they can do it outside. Yeah, that's okay. So this certificate is going to our special student, Sandra Falero Cruz.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Frank Perez Mas, and I teach in Immokalee. And this semester I had and I want to thank all of your Naples teachers and my colleagues for the support that they gave me this semester here in Naples every day. I want to say that she was not only your former professor, she was mine too. But then we are here to congratulate and dedicate this award to a level 3 student in Immokalee. She was a great example, and I think commitment and dedication is one thing that all of the students in Immokalee have. Where would you rather be at 5 o'clock in the evening? Probably home enjoying your time and spending time with your family. These students, they decide to go to Immokalee from 5 to 10 every night, so that deserves a lot of our credit. This student is a very special student like everyone else, but she showed a tremendous commitment and dedication and motivation. She's been with us for 3 semesters now, and it's my honor to present this award to Nadia Nelson.
Hello, my name is Veronique, and I also take classes with Dr. Timur. The students in level 1A did a good job this semester. They didn't know a single word of English when they started, so they all improved a lot. However, there was a particular student who was very hardworking, improved a lot with her English, tried to come to class every day after long hours at work, and she really put herself to learn. Unfortunately, she's not here, but this recognition goes to Marlene Toledo in 1A.
Good morning. I'm the other Art. Good morning. Come on. You know, I've got a really nice presentation to a very difficult group to pick someone out of. And the level 1 teachers, along with others, sat down and talked about this class because there are so many good people that study hard, that came to class and did wonderful things. But the one person that I can remember every morning, except Monday morning, nobody comes in with a smile Monday morning. But every other morning, this person comes in always with a smile, always bubbly, always greeting everybody in the class, and helpful to others, and gives of her time freely. So with that said, we all got together and came up with an award for Daimi Gongora.
Good morning, everyone. Should we try again? Good morning, everyone. Good morning. There we go. I am giving the Special Recognition Award for 1C. We had a very good semester. Everyone in the class worked hard, did their best. We had one student who was outstanding, had perfect perfect attendance, tried her hardest, very high grades, helped all of her classmates. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to say she's not here today, the one day she's not here, okay? The award goes to Maria Batista Cruz.
My name is Linda Fonestock, and I'm giving the award for Level 2A. Wow. As everyone has already said, there are many terrific students at Hodges University. In this class, there are many deserving students. So it was very difficult to choose just one student for the Outstanding Student Award. We chose a student who has a great attendance record over 15 weeks. On top of that, this student was in class 10 minutes early every day. He worked well with others and even helped his classmates. He is a dedicated language learner, and in the afternoon, after 5 hours at Hodges, he headed off to work at the lab. That is a full day. We are happy to honor Ronaldo Martinez.
I gotta go it again. Okay, you get me again. This is for class 2B. And I would think if one class overall could get an award for being probably the most opinionated class, I guess I would say, I would give it to 2B. Huh? We had a lot of good discussions, a lot of good talking in the class. One person who stands out, someone with perfect attendance, great grades, helped everybody in the class on time. Unfortunately, she's not here today. The award goes to Gisela Alvarez.
My student is here today. Good morning, everybody. My name is Lobar, and I teach grammar. And this semester, I taught grammar to level 2C and 2D. I am presenting this recognition for level 2C. Whew, I'm nervous. We had a lot of fun studying grammar. We've learned a lot irregular verbs, right? Modals, present perfect. Oh my God, yes, that was the reaction. Oh my God. They all worked hard. Some days they spoke in English, some days they spoke in Spanglish. Not Spanish, Spanglish. However, there was only one student, I would say she worked hard and she has had accomplished two major things in this semester. First of all, she successfully graduated from level 2 and she got a job. She's starting her job tomorrow. Mare, this is for you.
Okay, my name is Nancy Chester, and I'm giving the award for 2D. And 2D was a real community, and it was a joy to teach you. Yes. Yes, yeah, really, really. And what impressed me most was their willingness to and absolute enjoyment in listening to one another. And that's a real gift that you gave each other and you gave us, your teachers. And so, as everyone said, difficult to pick one person, really very difficult to pick one person. But there was one student who was part of the sort of instrumental in setting the wonderful tone in the group. And he really improved his English both in class and dealing with motorcycle salesmen. And Alejandro Davila. Thank you.
My name is Steny Kretenden, and I will be presenting for 3A. Student that was selected from 3A came to class on time every morning, actively participated in each discussion, had positive energy, and showed a great desire to learn. In other words, an example of a perfect student. Her name is Yanipsi Cortinas. And for 3B, it was difficult to choose only one student from 3B. The person we selected stood out from the first day of class. She was the first one to submit assignments, always asked questions, and helped other classmates. However, what made her an exceptional student was her determination. She completed a term even though she was often in pain, and for the last month traveled to class every morning all the way from Miami. Her name is Lydia Martin.
Congratulations. My name is Andy Holloway, and it's my pleasure to present the Certificate of Recognition to a student from Level 3 this semester. 3C were my morning integrated skills and a shared grammar class with Leisha. And despite the early hours and the cold classrooms, I think we had a lot of fun together. Thoroughly enjoyable class. The student we have chosen is intelligent, conscientious, thoughtful, and motivated. She's a little reserved at times, but when she wants to express her opinion, she is passionate and enthusiastic. We also discovered that she has a love of animals and is an avid reader of both Spanish and English literature. Her quiet manner, intelligence, and personality made her a popular classmate, which is why it gives me great pleasure to present this certificate to Aleris Perez Hernandez.
Truly awesome.
My name is I had the pleasure of also interacting with 3C, and I think the word exuberance identifies that class. It is now my distinct honor to recognize someone from Level 4. And Level 4 requires all the things my colleagues have previously mentioned about dedication and commitment. And in addition, it also requires the ability to acquire an incredible amount of information. Even at the PhD level, I was awestruck. Even though I have a PhD, I was awestruck at the amount of information that Level 4 is required to assimilate, to take in. And we had a student this time that not only took in the information, but also dotted every I and crossed every T. The word tenacious applied to her. She is not with us today.
I know.
But please clap very loudly because she deserves it. Lizeth Moriera.
And I'd just like to say that you come from more than 30 different countries, and you all have different linguistic and educational backgrounds. And it is because of the dedication and the talent of our faculty that you're learning English. And I think that they are the greatest role models, and I'd like you to thank them for the hard work and effort. We also have a few more recognitions that we would like to make and honor people with. It's not easy to come here 5 days a week and, right, 5 days a week, 24 hours a week. It is like a part-time job. And when you come to class, we appreciate it. It helps us to help you. And we want to thank the following students who have come every day. And we'd like you to stand when I call your name. Nicholson Andre, Gisela Alvarez, Ivanil Alvarez, Rita Moeses, Donna Sequeira, Junshua Fong, Daimi Gonora, Amarili Suarez, Mercedes Roy, Vedalin Clermont, Raquel Resendez, Catalina Barajas, Rose Etienne, Manuel Peralta, Maria Vera Villagomez. Thank you for coming every day. It is all about what Dr. Aishagul Timur was saying about being present and being attentive and making a commitment every day. And because of that, not only do you make our jobs easier and more enjoyable, but it's better for you, and we appreciate your commitment. We also recognize your sacrifices that you've made and this hard work, and for us, watching you grow, watching you advance is the reason that we teach, and we're so proud of the students who are completing this program, who've taken the CPAT and passed it, and will be attending a university here at Hodges University. So I'd like to recognize the students who passed the CPAT this term, and I'd like for you to stand when I call your name. Rosa Acosta, Rodrigo Berne, Anderson Nito Caliste, Junshua Fong, Jun Hia Fong, Manuel Evia, Saida Uber, Vanessa Rivero, Donna Siqueria, Angela Stingle, William Torres Carbonell, Luis Gutierrez, Nimacoli, Leticia Villegas, Ailey Alvarez. Congratulations. We look forward to seeing you here on campus and watching you advance and clapping for you when you get your bachelor's degree or master's degree or whatever it is you're pursuing. I'd also like to acknowledge our speaking volunteers who work with Nancy and come into class so you can have some authentic experiences. They're not here, but we appreciate the work that they do with you guys. Tom and Paula Falsiglia and Susan Dietrich. They've visited you in your classes and practiced with you, and we thank them for that. And I'd also like to thank my friend, Dr. Aishagul Timur, for coming and sharing your experience. Can you all give a round of applause to Dr. Timur? As we end the year, I'd like to leave you with a parting wish for the new year in the words of English poet Edith Lovejoy Pierce. We will open the book. Its pages are blank. We're going to put words on them ourselves. The book is called Opportunity, and its first chapter is New Year's Day. Have a lovely holiday. Dr. Brock.
What a great ceremony this has been. I want to thank Leisha and her faculty for all the hard work they do for us and what they do for you. So let's give them another round of applause. And what a great role model Dr. Aishagul Timur is for you. She was once in your seat, and someday you can be in her seat. All you have to do is study and speak English, English, English. That's the that's the theme that she had in her speech today, and it is so true. You will never stop learning. Ask questions when you need to. We are all here to help. We are so proud of you, and congratulations. Thank you.